start this over. Hi everybody, it's Spence, and today we are going to talk a little bit more about Destiny 2 and things they don't teach you in the tutorials, but I'm going to teach you because I love you, or something like that. And then we're going to play for a little while. So one of the things that you will get constantly from the game is bounties. And so I'm going to show you what those bounties mean, like translate them for you into first-time player stuff. And I'm going to show you more about weapons so that you can see how the weapons will count towards those bounties, because a lot of the time your bounties are going to request some kind of weapon, because this is a first-person shooter. You know, this might be helpful for you as you continue on your Destiny 2 journey. So what we're going to do is collect a few bounties, and then I'll go over what they mean. Try to
let's say we get this over.
Try to give you a little bit of a explanation. So anyway, first person I always go to is the Drifter. So I'm just gonna pick up his bounties. Alright, we'll start here. The Drifter. There are two kinds of bounties that he gives. He gives regular bounties, which can be done in any kind of gambit. And Gambit, if you don't recall. We'll go to destinations. So Gambit is this right here. And so there's regular Gambit. And there is Gambit Prime. There are private matches, so if you want to just get 8 friends together and just like have at it for glory and bragging rights, as it says, you could do that too. And then there's the Reckoning. I have not played the Reckoning yet because I don't have the PlayStation Plus. So again, regular Gambit, Gambit Plus. There is a difference. So the difference between Gambit and Gambit Prime. Gambit is a best of 3 match. And when you're collecting motes to summon a primeval, which we'll get into later, you only need to collect 75 motes. You get motes from killing stuff. Gambit Prime is a one knockout. It's one game. It's not 3 matches. It's just 1 match, and you're getting 100 motes to raise the primeval. Anyway, so there's that. So these bounties are for regular, for either regular or Gambit Prime, and these bounties are just for Gambit Prime. I'll go over these real quick. Primeval Healed. So if you go to Gambit Prime, or any Gambit really, it's mostly PvE, but there's also a PvP element. You have a portal you can go through to go to the other team's side, and you can hunt the other team. If they've already summoned their primeval and you go hunting, every kill that you make heals their primeval. So that's what that means. Earning medals. That's usually done by either making a certain amount of kills or having some sort of achievement. Motes bank, again, you get motes when you kill stuff. And then blockers, when you put a certain number of motes into the bank, it can send a blocker to the other side, which means they have to kill that blocker before they can bank. So that's what those mean.
You looking for
Okay.
a gunfight? Gambit could use you.
Let me just interact with this real quick and get my updates. And we can actually look at these bounties. Public events. If you remember from my last video, when we go to a destination, so let's say we go to the EDZ, European Dead Zone. Remember that these blue icons that look like a weird Venn diagram, those are public events. So that's what it means by complete a public event. So I will take that. Arc weapon. Okay, this is part of what I wanted to talk to you about today. So your energy weapons and your power weapons will have an attribute next to their power level. So you can see with my bow, I have that blue arc symbol. So this one would count towards that bounty of arc damage. Whereas my bug out bag submachine gun has a solar attribute. And then my grenade launcher has a void attribute. So those are the three types of attributes that you can look at when it asks for arc, void, or solar. And since my favorite weapon is an arc weapon, I will take that. Defeat Fallen. Fallen is a type of creature. You can find a lot of them in the EDZ. We'll take that because we'll go to the EDZ and just hang out there for a little bit. Defeat a taken finish. Defeat take. Bleh. Me make words good. Defeat taken with finishers. So taken, they are the black shadowy kind of creatures that are really annoying because they can kind of teleport. They can split and multiply. They're just annoying. But to defeat them with finishers, if you remember from the last video, when they have a little yellow circle over them, that means all you have to do is hit the finisher button to do some really cool slow motion, I'm gonna punch you in the face and knock you out. So we'll show you what that means. Alright, so let's go see the Black Armory and see if they have any cool bounties that we can pick up and I can explain. So Black Armory has a lot of stuff that I wanted to talk about because this is something that I noticed that other new people get confused with. So sometimes your bounties are going to ask you to use specific weapons. So it's important to pay attention to the text in here. So it says, pay homage to the Black Armory's Japanese heritage by defeating enemies with swords, sniper rifles, and bows. Now that one is kind of obvious as to how you would see that. Sniper rifle, really easy to tell. Bow, really easy to tell. Sword, really easy to tell. Some of them will be location specific. So this one says that it requires you to destroy Black Armory shield drones protecting the Forge Saboteur. So that's during an event. I don't have anybody joining me for a Forge ignition, so I'm not going to do that. This one is again another Forge one. And that one's another Forge one. So if they're location specific, that's another thing that you need to pay attention to. So with regards to weapons, if you have a bounty that says you need to have so many shotgun kills or submachine gun kills or whatever, you're going to see that right above the power level and under the name of the weapon. So this one is escape velocity and it says submachine gun underneath it. This one says auto rifle underneath it. So you can take a look at these and really get to know what you've got. You can also tell what kind of ammo it needs based on the symbol next to the power level. So right here with my shotgun, it says 1021, and then to the right of it, it has a green brick with 2 bullets in it. That means that it uses a special ammo. So when the green bricks pop out of enemies that you destroy, that's what you need to pick up for that. Whereas my bow uses primary, so those are the white bricks, and then all heavies use the heavy purple bricks. Does that make sense? I think it makes sense.
Let's get you back out there.
Alright, Banshee, what you got for me? We have... Okay, so this one says this is another weekly bounty. Oh, your timers for bounties will be towards the bottom. It says expires in X amount of days or hours. So this is another location-specific one. This one says in the Dreaming City, calibrate precision final blows. So that's going to be with like a sniper rifle or a bow. And you have to do it in the Dreaming City, and it does tell you that locked sectors are more efficient for progress. We can pick that up. This one says I gotta do stuff with sidearms. Ugh. I don't have any trace rifles, so I'm not gonna use that one. This one says machine guns. I hate using machine guns, so I'm not gonna do that one. This one says calibrate arc weapons against any target. Nice. And you get bonus progress for using power weapons and against opposing guardians. So we will take that. Not know that. So Drafty says actually a precision kill is any final blow that is a yellow tick, a critical hit. So Drafty, what does that look like? Just is that when the yellow dot is over the creature's head, or is that something else? You can use any weapon as long as the final shot hits the crit spot.
Circumstances change.
Go to a location, and when you get a hit, you will see damage numbers with each hit. Crits show yellow. Oh, okay. Here's another thing that I didn't realize. You get ghost shells over time. And each ghost shell has a different aspect to it. So if you need to search for materials or you want to search for treasure chests, sometimes they'll have that. So like this one, my star map shell is a treasure hunter, so it will look for treasure on any planet. It has omnitelemetry, which means I don't know what that means. All right. Okay. And we're going to use... Nope. We're going to use this one while we're going around. Because why not? Right, chat? Why not? Because why not?
I am at your service.
Really? Are you really? Are you really, really, really? Okay, so...
Very good.
Wants me to use solar power. Oh, and so I've run out of space on my bounties. Right screen. Okay, so I have 63 total quests and bounties. And some of these, oh, I can abandon them. Yeah, we're going to abandon that. Because I don't know when I'm going to have 6 people to run Leviathan with. I can't get rid of that one. Oh, okay. Well then. One more. Alright. Precision damage, fusion rifles, shotgun. Well, since I've already got a shotgun one, might as well get
victorious.
might as well get multiple credit for it, right? Those are the best. Alright, anything I have left at the postmaster? Nope, don't want it. I'm not a master sergeant. Okay, so we're gonna store that one. Lonesome. We'll collect that because I don't know if it's
Transfer.
okay.
All done.
So this one is 25, that one's 22,
Please.
18, 22, so we'll go ahead and merge these. So details,
Please, Guardian. It's busy.
and
Oh dear. Oh dear.
there we go. Alrighty. So, of the bounties that we've got, let me go to the right screen. I just want to, before we go out, to see if any of them require me to have a specific
Checking for messages.
ability. So this one says solar damage, so if I use solar weapons, that's going to be fine. Hive bosses, arc weapon, finisher.
Take a look.
Those are all my favorites. Defeat fallen, arc weapon, public event, finisher.
Lost in the city. We're understaffed already. Can't fix the roofs.
Okay, so this one wants me to use some void abilities. That one wants me to use void abilities. Now you see how at the bottom it says expires in 3 hours? So we're going to do some Vanguard strikes first.